Now, as for the euro and the rest of the major currencies, I think the euro is going to be a very tense situation for this currency heading all the way into late Q3, where the key event for the year is that German election. So already a lot of pessimism justifiably priced into the euro because of all the uncertainty, especially on the political front. So I do see the euro weaker, but not sharply so. Let's say the euro dollar falling down towards 120 over the next 3 to 6 months, and possibly falling at times very sharply versus the yen, possibly rising against the currencies traditionally correlated with risk appetite if we get some risk-off moves going into second quarter, which is a seasonal pattern we have seen in markets for the last 3 years. Looking at sterling, bit of a range trade there as well. The market is extremely pessimistic because of the very glaring and ugly fundamentals there. Twin deficit country, fiscal tightening with an accommodative central bank. We have Carney on the way and the possibility of these even more extreme monetary policy moves. But a lot of that priced in, so we're still waiting for this Q3 arrival of Carney to see what that brings in the case of sterling. Now, the major commodity currencies, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, and Kiwi all have their own fundamentals, but I expect these to generally be weak if we look at risk appetites consolidating, especially I think Aussie and Kiwi on that account have really overstretched themselves. And we're already seeing some signs of exhaustion if you look at metals prices, mining shares. They've seen a bit of risk appetite or strength on strong risk appetite elsewhere in the world, but there's some signs that these fundamental supports are waning, and I think there's too much investment in the idea that their central banks are going to stay neutral and keep that carry differential especially high. I would expect that we'll see weakening fundamentals in these economies as well as we see central banks looking towards a more accommodative stance going into this second quarter.